Okay, the context.
Yes. Look, I'll make it real simple because it is really very practical and very applicable. Most people start up a relationship, have a marriage, to try to get some satisfaction out of it. In other words, we hope the marriage will work out so that I will be satisfied and you will be satisfied. I can almost guarantee failure in that kind of a marriage. That one isn't going to work. But if you were to create a context of satisfaction for your marriage, and then not try to get satisfaction out of it because you've already got it, that's the context of the marriage. But what can I contribute to the marriage? Not what can I get out of it. When you understand context, you see, there's nothing much you can do about the circumstances of your life. You look like that. Yeah, you can kind of comb your hair differently.
No, I can't.
Okay. You could change your suit.
Right, yeah.
But one thing that you've got absolute control over in your life, one thing which you and you alone have dominion over, is the context for your life. If you create a context for yourself of well-being, then the circumstances in your life reflect that well-being. Even the negative circumstances begin to reflect that well-being if you hold them as a part of the well-being. For instance, let me give you an example, Tom.
You use the word context.
Yes.
You know, how often have you heard somebody say, I was quoted out of context? Doesn't context mean all of it?
Precisely.
Isn't it the whole of experience that we have?
Precisely.
And don't you say whether it's marriage or job, let's put it in its proper context. Let's look at it as part of the whole and realize that it fits exactly where it is. That's right where it should be.
That's beautiful.
Leave it alone.
Exactly. You know, and it's so exciting. The point that I want to make is that we're really good at dealing with the concepts, the events. We have a little bit of skill at dealing with process and not much, and we have almost no training, almost no awareness of context. See, it's not what you think that determines the quality of your life. It is the space in which you think. It's what you could think. It's what, you know, you can't, if your box is this big, you can't think outside of that box.
Nope.
And that's what determines the quality of your life. It's not some different thought in the box. See, what everybody thinks is that if I thought a little differently, life would be better. I'll tell you what, you think I knew a man who thought very positively, and he wrote out a very large check, and it sent him to jail.
Yeah, yeah.
See, positive thinking, thinking differently, that isn't what's going to change a person's life. That isn't what's going to open up a person's life and make it sing. Precisely. When you can
take the blinders off. Take the blinders
really
off
that simple.
and look at it.
And it's that simple, and it's no mystery, and it's nothing that people can't deal with. We do the training in prisons. We've done the training in ghettos. We've done the training in Bombay, India.
But the mistake that they make, Werner, is that a lot of them come to you thinking you're going to make them rich, you're going to make them famous, you're going to put a Mercedes-Benz car in there, and you're not going to do that.
At all.
Not at all.
That is.
But you might just open it up so that they can begin to see